So, Tom, how's it going?
Not too bad, Johnny, yourself?
Yes, I'm all right. It's all the others, isn't it? So, Tom, listen, thanks for taking the time to sit down and have a chat. I'm super excited for the corner camp that's coming up. It's the first one that we've done, as you know. We've been running these camps for close on 7 years, and our mantra is to get the best people we possibly can to be the tutors. So, for example, we do a guitar camp and a bass camp, and that's Rob and Paul from Jamiroquai. The horn camp is a sax friend of mine, a guy called Snake Davis, legendary studio player. Played on like a Squintillion Records. We've done a vocal camp with Tom Wakely, who is the vocal coach at RADA. We're doing a drum camp with Ash Stone, who is he plays drums with Adele, and he's currently on tour with Snow Patrol. We get the best people that we possibly can. World class musicians to do the teaching at our camps. So of course, when we had the idea of a Cornet camp, where else are we going to go, right? Tom Hutchinson is the obvious choice. So I wanted to make this little video, Tom, just to give people, some idea. It's the first Cornet camp, right? So I just want to try and perhaps give some people, anyone who's interested, give them an idea of what might happen, what to expect. We try and make the week quite relaxed. It's not sort of hardcore learning all the time. It's kind of, we try and get a balance between people having a nice time in the sun, right? A nice holiday, improving their cornet playing, but also, hanging out with Tom Hutchinson, right? The great thing I think about these camps is, we all live together for a week. We all have breakfast, we have lunch, we have dinner together, we all hang out, we go into Granada together. So it's a great opportunity, I think, for people to they can really, as they think of questions, you're right there, you can ask them. So, but maybe, Tom, if you can give us some idea of how you see it running from a cornet perspective, from a tuition perspective. What's your sort of thinking?
Well, the delegates will get one-to-one sessions with me, of course, but we'll also be doing group sessions, things like morning warm-ups. I'll be giving talks on performance anxiety, how to learn a new piece, whether it be a solo piece or a piece for band, how to structure your practice, plus all the general techniques and general stuff that we like to improve on daily. But I think it's going to be a nice mix, and I think that it's really for the delegates to get as much out of it as they can. I've got an idea of what I'm going to be doing with them in terms of as I said, basic technique, but also some of the different sessions that we'll be covering. But it would be really good if those delegates come with an idea of something that they want to specifically improve, which we can then working on the one-to-one sessions. And you'll learn loads, and I'm looking forward to learning loads from you as well on the week. But I think to have an idea of a certain few areas that you really want to hone in on, the beauty is that because there's not many people who are going to be going on each course, you've got more time with me to sort of work on those aspects. So I'm really excited. I think you summed it up perfectly just a minute ago, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and hearing all your stories and about your time in the bands that you've played in as well. So yeah, it's going to be exciting for me. But I think that for those lucky enough to take part in this amazing course, I'm super excited about it. I think that you're going to learn loads in that short space of time, just because of the amount of time that we've got together. Not just in like the rehearsal room, but also talking around the dinner table as well. You also learn so much by just talking to people as well. And I think that certainly in the brass banding world, that's something that we don't really do. I don't know if you experience this, but whenever I travel to like America, and you got a bunch of American people around the breakfast table, that they're always talking about how do you improve this, what do you think about this or that. And I think that's something I'm really looking forward to, is just having a week just talking about music. It's going to be brilliant.
So. And that, Tom, is why I keep the numbers. Look, I mean, the camp is held at my house there, so we are limited on space, but I mean, we could have more, but I like to keep it to 6 people for that very reason, right? People are getting quality time, everybody's getting plenty of one-to-one time with you, but also there's sitting around the table, there's 8 of us around the table, the conversation flows and we get to talk about all kinds of stuff, and I think that's the part that I personally enjoy the most, right? Is, you're hanging out, you meet people. I've met people on all of the camps from all different sort of walks of life. Is really interesting. And it's great. We've all got something in common, right? There's this commonality in this case is the cornet, but sort of music in general,
Yeah.
So,
And just to ask, people come from all over the world to these camps that you've previously run, right?
sure, yeah, we have. I mean, we have, and there's some regulars. We have a guy who comes from Chicago every year. Bell, who comes to the base camp from Brazil every year. We've had people from Hong Kong, from Australia, all over the world. People come. Because I think, and here's another interesting thing, Tom, we have like a 60% return rate. So 60% of the people who come here come again.
Yeah.
And there's probably, I can think of maybe a dozen people who come every single year. It's really great fun. I hope you enjoy it, because it's something I'd like to do, I'd like to do regularly. It's going to take me a few camps to get that lovely tonguing of yours.
You started in brass bands though, didn't you? You played in the band when you were younger.
I did, yeah. I started in the Cory Band, yeah, Easington Cory Band. So, Tom, just another question in terms of, because actually what we get a lot on all of the camps is somebody invariably during the week will say to me, before I came here, I thought I was like going to be the by miles the worst person. I thought I was going to be holding everybody back, and in reality, the way we structure it, there's no competition. There's no sense of who's better, who's everybody's there to learn, and I think we generally very quickly there's this kind of sort of camaraderie, if you like. People sort of bond together, and everyone's plugging for everyone else, and it's never really a worry. But do you have any thoughts, Tom, on a variety of standards? You're going to get people who are really good, maybe you're going to get people who are not quite so good, or maybe a little bit nervous or whatever. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, what you said was spot on. I mean, it isn't a traditional summer school in the sense that we don't have full band rehearsals. And the group work that we'll be doing will be such a small group anyway that we'll be sharing parts around. But absolutely, the one-to-one sessions will be, of course, tailored to the needs of the individual player. But the group sessions will feature music of different abilities. So it won't matter if we've got, let's say someone of a grade 8 standard against someone of a grade 5 standard, because there'll be parts and there'll be music to suit. And like you said, I guarantee that the other people that are perhaps of a stronger standard will be really kind and nurturing to those as well, because we're all living together for a week, and we all want to help each other. That's the idea behind this, is to improve your playing and your musicianship. So everyone's in the same boat. I found that when I went to National Youth Brass Band, I used to, you go to school, you don't quite get on with everyone, but at National Youth Band you do, because you're all there for the same reason. So it'll be exactly the same on the camp, I'm sure.
Tom, do you have any questions for me in terms of, because look, this is going to be your first camp. You got any?
It is. Well, just tell us about the villa, how long you've had it, and where exactly it is, how many bedrooms, and the pool and all that.
Sure. Well, it's very fortunate. We've had the house for 7 years, no, 8 years, probably 7 or 8 years. And we are about 20 minutes outside of Granada, up in the Sierra Nevada mountains, right in the middle of the Sierra Nevada National Park. It's absolutely beautiful up there. It really is lovely. And the pool is heated. If the pool wasn't heated, I like to swim every day, Tom, but if it wasn't heated, there's just no way I'm getting in there, right?
Amazing. And we all eat together in the evenings.
That's right, yeah. So Brett, in fact, we eat all of our meals together, and we'll have dinner around the pool at night. Everyone arrives on the Sunday. We'll spend Sunday night getting to know each other, have a drink, we have dinner, and so on. Everybody gets settled in. Then tuition will start on the Monday. So it'll run through Monday, through Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, I like to take a little break, right, just to give people a chance to sort of absorb all of the things you've been talking about, all of the great stuff they've learned through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoon, we are right on. There is a very famous gorge walk. It's called the Los Cahorros. And it runs right through the gorge, and it has hanging bridges, and there's waterfalls, and it's really spectacular. And it actually literally runs past our front gate.
Wow.
So Wednesday afternoon, those who are feeling fit, it will. It's really worth doing. I take a little hike on. It's about 3 hours, so
So bring your walking boots.
Yes, or at least bring some shoes that have got a bit of a grip on the bottom. But it's, I mean, we've never ever yet had someone who says that was really amazing. It really is lovely. So that's Wednesday afternoon. Then Thursday evening, we jump on the bus. We're going to Granada and have a little look around. It's a beautiful city. We will walk through the old sort of medieval. It's an area called the Albaythin. It's the Arab quarter, and we wind up at a restaurant which overlooks the Alhambra, and we have dinner there, overlooking the Alhambra. It is really beautiful. So that's some of the stuff we'll get up to outside of music and the playing. Laura, who's our housekeeper, also happens to be an incredible cook. So all of the food is home cooked. She cooks everything there, and I guarantee you'll put on some weight even in a week. Yeah, so we'll all have dinner in the evenings. That's all included. I bring in local, good, really nice local wine. The Spanish wine is really lovely. So we try and make the balance between between learning improving on the cornet and having a bit of a holiday. And I'm cognizant that guys just want to hang out with Tom Hutchinson, right? Who wouldn't?
Well, I can think of a few people, but no, it sounds amazing, and I'm super excited. Obviously, we've got 2 weeks together this year. One in April, which I think is fully booked now, but the one in June, so the 15th to the 21st of June. So I believe there's still a couple of spaces left for that. So yeah, just get yourself signed up, because it's going to be, as we just talked about, an incredible week.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fabulous. Tom, I'm super excited about it. And look, thanks so much for taking the time to sit and talk about about the camp. And I hope anybody who's interested, just drop me a line, and we'll hopefully we'll see you there.
Absolutely. Look forward to it, Johnny. All the best.
Cheers, Tom. Be good. Thanks, man.
Bye.
Bye.